Now this feels like a very of the moment offer because I gotta tell you, my son's gonna be 4 on December 5th, and in the last week, every parent I have talked to has said that they are getting a Fire Kids tablet for their 3-year-old, their 4-year-old, their 5-year-old, and their 6-year-old this holiday season because it's spill-proof, because it's tumble-proof, because it's drop-proof, and because the world is growing and they need to be able to use a tablet, but they want to put one in their hands that they can control what they can see, what they can watch, what they can download. This is the best, smartest first tablet to give to a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old. Now today, HSN has partnered with Amazon to do a deal that even Amazon can't beat. You get everything you see on your screen, the kid-proof bumper case, you get a year of Amazon free time unlimited, and you get a bunch of great ebooks and dictionary subscriptions included with your purchase today. All you choose is whether you want a pink case or a blue case. But for anybody that is saying, you know what, it's time. It's time for my child to do more educational things. It's time my child keeps grabbing at my $800-900 tablet. It's time we're going on a long road trip or we're going on a plane flight and I want them to have appropriate content and I want to have a gadget in their hands that I know can withstand their life and their slippery fingers, sometimes they're sticky fingers. This is a wonderful buy today, and I'm buying directly from HSN because we have the best deal you'll find, even if you were to go directly to Amazon. Yeah. Now, Aaron Berger is joining us. He's gonna take you through a lot of great features. Of course, it works like a standard Fire tablet for those of you that wanna take it over and use it yourself.
Big point.
But the features for the kids really make it the best choice to give them.
Yeah, so to Brett's point, the hardware is the same as if you were buying a tablet for yourself. It's still, you know, a quad-core processor and a front and rear-facing camera and this really, really great Fire operating system. Alexa is built into the tablet. So just talking to that just for a second, what's key is all the kids' content. We're getting to that with free time unlimited. You get over 13,000 games and books and all of those things for a year. But just starting sort of using the tablet, using Alexa, for example, and doing things that you would do with the kids all the time. The kids are always asking, you know, fun questions, right? So something like this. What's the largest dinosaur?
The heaviest dinosaur is Sauropoda.
Fun, right? Or like, show me the planets.
Our solar system has 8 planets. In order of distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
So just a couple of examples, you know, you can ask the tablet anything. Now, getting specifically into how the kids can use this, and there's a kid-safe browser and those kind of things, that's in free time. So again, you can always talk to your tablet because Alexa's built in, it's easier to do it. I'm gonna open free time that way. I'm just gonna say, open free time.
Here's free time.
So you can say that and then just hand it off to the kiddos.
There you can't, right. And you go, okay, who's gonna log in, Tommy or James? Well, we're gonna log in to Tommy's profile. So we're switching over to Tommy's profile. Now that we're in Tommy's profile, Tommy can only see the games and the books and the videos and such that we have approved, that we've said okay from the parental controls.
You know, I mean, I start to think about it. If you are an aunt and uncle, if you're a grandparent, and you know that it's getting to be that time that the child should have a tablet, that they should start being connected to educational programs, educational games, and you want to be the one to gift it this holiday season, this is hands down, bar none. I'll tell you from my experiences at Jack's tumbling class and swimming class and playground, this is the most talked about, sought after, mommy and daddy approved purchase you can make for them. All you do is choose which wonderful, fun, cushy bumper case you want. We have it in pink, which is our more limited choice, and then we have it in blue today. It is a $150 choice that you're able to get home today for $20 on your credit card. Now, this is the first time we've ever been able to put together a better than Amazon offer on a Fire Kids tablet deal, and it's a wonderful time for you to say, you know what, I'm gonna give them something that they really want, that they're gonna be really excited about and they're gonna be entertained with, but that you really do empower them to start to connect to educational games and start to understand technology in a way that, you know, blows our minds. You know, my son can navigate my phone to the point that I can't put it in his hands because then I don't get to control what he does on it.
And we'll talk about those parental controls in a minute. You can control if they're able to get online, if you want them to be able to get online, how much time they can spend playing games versus how much time they can spend reading books versus how much time they can spend with apps, all of those kind of things. I want to point out the quality of of it for a minute. The quality of that screen is out of this world. It's a high definition in plane switching screen. When we've had a Fire Kids tablet before, it's always been the 7-inch size. This is the larger size, the 8-inch size. So it's nice having that much more screen size and still having a 12-hour battery life. So this is, you know, all day long power. Obviously the quality of the screen is beautiful. If we want to hop out of there and get into some of the other things that they can do, whatever apps you want them to use, they can use. So if you say, yeah, it's fine. If they want to play Cut the Rope, you know, I'm fine with that. Or if they want to play Fruit Ninja, I'm fine with that. But there's other games you don't necessarily want them to play. It's all under your control. One of the things that I want to point out since this is, since you have free time unlimited, you have access to over 13,000 different games and apps and programs and all of that. That's all of this content that's specifically designed for kids. Some of the apps, for example, like there's a Disney, there we go, Disney Now is an app, and that's when you have free time unlimited, which normally you would have to pay for, but we're including here, that's a free app. PBS Kids is a free app. All of these different World of Cubes, all of these different fun and educational and enlightening books and movies and music and all of that. It's tons of great free stuff.
And no more like pulling and grabbing and tugging and them taking your tablet, you being worried that them going onto the internet or accidentally downloading, buying something. You know, it goes with them. And look at this. You get a 2-year worry-free guarantee from Amazon. That's amazing. For them to spill on it, for them to drop it, for them to have it fall into the bottom of their backpack or their travel bag. A 2-year guarantee, and it's under $100. I mean, I wish adult tablets had that kind of guarantee on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, this bumper, you know what, I'm going to just use this against the table for a minute, guys, if you want to follow me. The bumper makes all the difference in the world as well.
It makes it easier for them to hold it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it easier for them to hold it, makes it safer for them to use. Really, really high-quality screens. You know, this tablet can withstand 1,000 times its own weight on impact anyway. I think we have a tumble test and a drop test that we can show you guys. This is just one of the great books that, I'm taking a look at, one of the great books that's built in. Okay, so look at this tablet as it drops and as it tumbles. It can withstand, as I said, 1,000 times its own weight on impact. So it's pretty extraordinarily built to begin with. And then when you put the bumper on it, it's, I don't want to say indestructible, but it takes a licking for sure. Let's take an overhead look at the tablet. There's a couple things that I want to show you. I'm back in the normal mode. So I'm out of that free time browser and I'm into your browser, into the adult browser here for a minute, because I want to talk about parental controls for just a second. So if you just take your finger and swipe down, it's so easy to get into settings and to get into all those kind of things with the tablet. One of the reasons that Fire tablets are some of the top selling tablets in the world are in fact because of that. If you go into the settings, look, I'm gonna go right here into parental controls and you can enable or disable parental controls. So you have your own password, so it's not like your kids can get in it and start changing what they're able to do. I can enable parental controls, I can change the password. Here you can choose in the Amazon content if you wanna block Alexa or the web browser or email or contacts or calendar. So all to your rules apply to your tablet. And I think that's really cool. Playing Amazon videos that you own, you can choose which videos, you can block them in general, with games, with apps, with videos, with all of those things. These are all social sharing. Do you want to set a curfew for when they can't use, you know, for a certain time at night?
Yeah, so they can't sneak out of bed and grab it, turn it on, and start using it. You can actually let them own it, let it be theirs.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. And you know, the nice thing too is when you're traveling, it's not those frog pads that are only for the kids. You realize that when your kids go to bed, you can grab it and you've got a great Fire tablet.
Full tablet.
You've got a full tablet all built in. So when you need it, it's there for you too.
In fact, that's what we're looking at right now. So now we're in this sort of, you know, totally available, I'll say, unmonitored tablet experience. So, and it's the Fire operating system, so it's really easy to use whether you're in home, if you're in books, if you're in video, if you're in games, if you want to do a little shopping once you put the kids to bed at night, if you want to download any apps for you, if you want to do something like open Facebook. Oh, I've turned the volume down, but you see it's opening Facebook now. One of the best things about this, of course, is the fact that Alexa's built in. So, or if you want help on your tablet, you know, maybe a tablet is something that you don't use all the time, or you want to learn more about this tablet. How about something like Open Help?
Here's help.
One of the best things about having, specifically a Fire tablet, is there's a lifetime of help and support powered by Mayday. Or if you want to go in and look at the user's guide, or if you want to go in and look at the help videos, which I really love. There's about a dozen. I think actually there's, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 15 different help videos. If you want to learn about transferring content from your computer, charging and battery life, connecting to Wi-Fi, all those things that we have to do with our tablet, this is all learning on your own time, learning at your own pace.
And I'm telling you, once the kids get started, they'll be teaching you.
Yeah.
The bottom line is the world that they live in today, you know, I'm trying to come to grips with this, that I have to let my child have a screen in his hands because it is the world he's going to live in. When you can control how wholesome and how constructive and how educational that content can be, when you can give them a device and trust them with it because it won't break and it can get spilled on and they can live their lives in it and you don't feel like you're throwing money down the trash. Yeah. It is the right way to do this. When you can set a curfew and say, I'm not worried about them sneaking it into their bedroom at night. When you can, you know, tell them it has to be turned off at the dinner table because they've used their time for the day. You really make it a more balanced, usable, wonderful family experience.
But they still love it because there's so much available to them on it, especially when you have Kindle Free Time Unlimited, which we're including for a full year. They have